Hello, this is an overview and demonstration of the features and functionality of EmailX powered by SolutionsX. Here's an overview of the capabilities of EmailX and how it can improve the emails that your SyteLine environment sends to customers and vendors. EmailX supports and uses all the standard document profiles that are default in SyteLine. EmailX allows for each report type to be sent from different emails. You can have your invoices come from your billing inbox and your packing slips come from your shipping email. Each document profile can have a different email. The email subject line, body, and attachment name can all be fully customized and supports rich text editing, allowing images and text formatting. EmailX supports creating new document profile types for custom reports. If you need a brand new report to be sent to a vendor or customer, EmailX can do that. Here I'm going to show a simple example of using EmailX to send out purchase orders to vendors. First, we're going to head over to the EmailX templates form. This form will allow us to create the template that gets sent out with every purchase order. We're going to go ahead and create a new record here for our purchase order document. We can specify our from address to be our purchasing email. You can check this checkbox if you'd like the user's email rather than the from address to be used. Here we're going to specify the subject line as well. I'm going to specify the attachment name for the report that gets attached to the email. And finally, I'm going to specify the body of the email. Now that we have a template set up, I'm going to go over to the vendor document profile form and enable EmailX for one of our vendors. In order to enable EmailX, we need to check both the active checkbox and the Use EmailX checkbox. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the purchase orders form and find a purchase order for that vendor. Making sure to keep Use Profile on, I'm going to go ahead and run this report. Hopping over to our email client to see the result of that, we can see that all the templating we did worked and our email is formatted as we expected. Hopping back into SyteLine, I'm going to improve our template by adding some data off the purchase order and the vendor. I'm going to add the purchase order number to our subject line. I'm also going to add the vendor's name into our email body. We can do that using these two select boxes on the side. I've selected the vendor's data source, and now I'm going to find the name field in this list. Clicking the Add button puts the key in either the subject, attachment name, or body, whichever was clicked on last. It got added to the body in this case, and I'm going to move it to the right spot in the email. Now I'll run the report again so we can see what that looks like. Here we can see our purchase order number in the subject and the vendor's name in the email body. Jumping back over to SyteLine, I'm going to improve this template farther by utilizing EmailX's rich text editing feature. I've turned on the Use Advanced Body Editor option. That'll allow me to access all the features of rich text editing. I'm going to make the first line of this email bold, and then I'm going to change the color of the secondary line. I'm also going to add in an image to the bottom of this email. This select box shows all of the images installed into the SyteLine environment. I'm going to go ahead and add our logo. There is also the option to insert the image via a web URL if it isn't in the SyteLine environment. Now that we've done those edits, let's rerun the report and see what that looks like. Here in the email client, we can see that those changes we've made are reflected in the email body. EmailX has the ability to generate completely new document profiles from custom reports. I'm going to show an example of how to set those up and what those look like coming out of EmailX. Jumping back over to SyteLine, I've created a custom shipment summary report. I'm going to run a quick example to show you what that looks like. Here we can see the report just takes a customer number and whether or not we're running it as a use profile report. Here's what that report looks like finished. Now I'm going to pop over and configure EmailX to pick that report up and send it out. First, I'm going to go to the EmailX document configuration form. I'm going to add a new record here for the shipment summary report. I'm going to set the type to customer. Here I'm going to add in the IDO link for this document profile. We're going to use the SL customers IDO and set up the filter to get one record when the report runs. Anything wrapped in the double arrows will get replaced with real data when the report runs. So in this instance, I'm taking the customer number from the background task in order to get our IDO filter. These two fields determine how EmailX links to the actual document profile. I'm going to add in the same data here to get one record. And add the name of the background task here. Now that our document is completely configured, let's go ahead and go make a template for it. Just like in previous examples, we can add data off the IDOs to our email body. Now that we have that template created, we can go over to the customer documents profile form. And now I can create a new profile for that document. Ensuring that we have Use EmailX selected, which will allow the custom template to show up here in the list. Now we'll go rerun the shipment summary report and we can see what the result looks like. And here's what the output looks like in our email client. With these simple examples, you can see the power and flexibility EmailX offers the document profile process. With more configuration, you can use EmailX to suit your specific needs.